Hello and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today we have a knife review, and that is of this awesome knife. Unique and awesome knife. This is the Revo Ness. The Revo Ness. Super cool, unique looking blade. Really excited to talk about it. But first I have to give a shout out to BRS Knives and Revo. They were kind enough to reach out to me and asked me if I wanted to review some of their products, so they sent out a couple knives and some other things for me to check out. So yeah, definitely check out revoknives.com. I'll leave links to their social media pages as well as their websites. They have a couple different websites, a couple different businesses, but BRS is the main one that they got started with, where they built really cool balisongs. And Revo is kind of their more budget-friendly, pocket folder-focused knife line. So they got some really cool products. But as always, let's go over the specs. So the overall length is 8 inches. The blade length is 3.3 inches. The cutting edge is just over 3 1/3 inches. The blade width is 1 1/4 inches wide. The blade thickness is 0.13 inches. The handle length is 4.62 inches. The handle width is 1 1/4 inch, and then the handle thickness is about 1/2 inch. The overall weight on this guy, it is kind of hefty at 4.96 ounces. I will say though, this knife feels actually really good in hand as far as like the balance. It doesn't feel as heavy as it is. And the blade steel on it is D2. Now this knife is called the Ness, mostly because the designer basically took a historic knife design and updated it and modernized it, and then also put it into a folding design. So this is not what a typical Nessmuk knife. It's based off of the Nessmuk knife, which, if you don't know Nessmuk was kind of the nickname or the wilderness name for a guy named George Washington Sears. He lived in the 1800s, and he was an outdoorsman, writer, woodsman. He wrote a book. I forgot what it's called, but I'll leave a link in the description below, as well as a link to like his biography if I find a good video representing him. But he wrote for like an outdoor magazine, and he designed his own knife, and this is basically the blade shape that you see. It's a lot of belly, kind of a hump, or a shallow sheep's foot design, like a leaf-shaped design. And there's a lot of fixed blade versions of this, and I think this is the first folder version that I've seen personally, or at least that I can recall. So it's cool that they were able to take that classic design and put it into a folder. So yeah, check out George Washington Sears, also known as Nessmuk. So the blade, obviously we have the Nessmuk design and shape. It is a flat grind, plain edge blade. Really nice flat grind with a really nice stonewash on there. Looks super good. One thing I do like about the blade is the limited branding. And I think Revo does an awesome job with this, because they just have their Revo R there, and that's pretty much it. I have not been able to find any other branding or marking on the blade. So on the back side, it's just a clean, plain blade, and then you just have that R. Since it's a flat grind, it's done really well. Stonewash. You do have a little ricasso there, or sharpening choil, whatever you want to call it. There is no jimping, and this is a designated flipper. There's no jimping on the flipper tab either, which might be one of my only gripes, is that I wish there was a little bit, because it is pretty smooth. But it does fly out really well. It runs on ball bearing washers there, and the action is really nice. And once you get it past that detent, it's fall shutty for sure. So blade design, blade shape, classic. Going into the handle, now this is the one spot on this knife where I was really questioning how comfortable it would be, or how well the ergos would be, because it's pretty unique looking. I mean, it got a lot of strange angles and geometric angles and stuff. You got different swoops and choils and arches. So I was like, man, that's a cool knife, but I don't know if I want it with the handle like that, because I don't think it looks that comfortable. So I'm glad Revo sent this out to me, because otherwise I probably would have passed this up. But once I got it in hand and just seeing how everything falls into place, it is surprisingly comfortable. Like, the ergos are spot on. My only gripe is maybe this front finger toe is a little small for my hands, but where the thumb rests on there, where it fits into the palm, everything else is just awesome. Like, this is one of those knives where it just feels good. And like I said, for whatever reason, the way it's balanced, it does not feel as heavy as it is. So well done there with the ergos. Moving into the handle scale some more, all the hardware is silver, or satin finish. Well, actually, some stone washing on the liners, but either way, it's all the same color. You got flow-through construction, 2 back spacers. The G10 scales on this are excellent. Really like the texturing. You got a good variety of like a cloth texture, medium grip on top, and then you got these ribbed out portions that just add more grip and give it a cool look. And then all the edges are chamfered enough, and even into that finger toe to disengage the lock, but it's mirrored on the other side. So really like the symmetry on it and the overall design of the handle. And then the color is great. Speaking of color, the knife does come in a couple different colors from what I saw online. You got gray, black, and this forest green. I wouldn't be surprised if there might be some other colors to come out in the future, because this would definitely be a good knife to throw out some exclusives and upgrade some steels, because it is a really cool knife. It is a liner lock. The liner lock has some jimping or knurling on there. Easy to access. It's slightly oversized, so you will be able to access that. So pretty good there. I think moving into the tail end, we have exposed liners to give us the lanyard holes or the lanyard loops there, which is really nice, and I like how it just kind of dips in, gives it a different look. But I think my favorite feature of the handle is how excellent this pocket clip is. This Revo pocket clip is just, they nailed it for the most part. The only thing is it does taper down to a pretty fine tip that can be a little pokey at times, so if they would have splayed that out a little. But other than that, it works fine. It works really well. It's a long pocket clip and it's deep carry. And the number one thing is recessed screws. I mean, anytime there's a deep carry clip with recessed screws that just make it flat and flush with the scale, that's like an A, automatic A. So awesome job, Revo. And I'm telling you guys, sliding this in and out of pocket is a treat. So A+. It is one side, it's right side tip up only, so lefties, sorry about the pocket clip there, but this is a very good pocket clip, and I wish other manufacturers or other knife companies would take note, because that is a really well done pocket clip. Other than that, I think the one thing too that they could do a little better, obviously this is a more budget friendly knife, coming in at about around $50, give or take, different sites, but definitely affordable. I wish it was skeletonized, because that would have dropped the weight a little bit. And yeah, that's about it. Just skeletonize it. Other than that, this knife is great. Works really good for carving. I carved some feather sticks outside. Feels really good. Bites into wood really well, and would make a really great camp knife. EDC camp knife for sure. Obviously, because it's Nessmuk and it has that belly, it's great. It would be a great skinner as well. So there's some real practical applications for this knife design, and it's not just a looker. Like this thing will work. It's a workhorse. That being said, let's compare it to some other knives, because in my opinion it is a larger folder. So we got the Bird Raven 2, we got the Knockout, and we'll throw this guy up there. We got the Sheepsfoot Vanguard Sheepdog. So I can see blade length. It's a pretty good sized blade, about just over 3.5 inches. It does have one of the longer handles. It's a bigger handle. It fills the hand, but other than that, pretty comparable to these size. So these are what I consider large folders. Obviously, there's bigger things out there, but in my opinion, these are a large folder. So blade size, width, pretty comparable to the Knockout, both in handle and blade. The Raven 2 is definitely thicker than the Ness. This is a great knife though. And then we have the Vanguard Sheepdog. Great knife. That'd be cool, seeing the Ness in like my Carta scales. That'd be really cool. So last test, and your favorite, it's the ugly brown glove test, where I use a flimsy or a frumpy cloth glove to see how good the grip is when wearing a glove. Now the G10 scales feel really good. Had great grip with this cloth glove. The one thing like I was worried was there's no jimping on the flipper, so it is kind of slick, especially with this nice stonewash polish on there. But if I press my finger against the liners and the frame, it doesn't slip, so you just have to press it in and it actually deploys really well. I can feel the jimping on the liner lock there, and I can disengage easy in hand with the choils and the G10. When I'm given a decent little grip, it's definitely not slipping. I do feel my thumb slipping a little up here. I mean, it is a groove, it does sink in there, but there's no jimping there, so but not a huge deal because this part just locks into the hand really well. So it actually does a really good job. Disengage. Yeah, no, this thing works, so totally passes the ugly brown glove tests. Very nice. I've just had some jimping up top there. You know, it'd be super good. I'll give it an A-. Excellent job, Revo Ness. A-. So there you have it, guys. This is my review of the Revo Ness pocket knife. Who do I think this knife is for? Anyone who likes to carry a larger EDC blade, anyone who wants a larger food prep, great food prepping knife, folding skinner, a larger camp knife. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for backpacking just because it's heavy. But if you want a larger folder for backpacking, this would work well just because it has a really nice pocket clip, deep carry. So, I mean, good stuff. Urban EDC, it's a little large, but suburban EDC and rural EDC, hunting, camping, yeah, great. So awesome job, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Ness, if you've ever heard of George Washington Sears Nessmuk. You know, if you're a fan of the shape, whatever, like I said, the handle feels great. Check it out. Links in the description below. Check out BRS Knives. I'll link all their stuff and Revo as well. So thank you, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, and I'll see you outside. Bye.